Hello, this is the final word, and on this occasion I'm talking with Colin Bannon. Colin, welcome. Just finished our SDN and NFV panel.
Sure.
And I want to talk to you, we've talked about the core a lot. Let's talk about the edge. What's happening out there further away from the network?
Sure. It's a really interesting area as well. As cloud and the WAN is evolving, what we're also realizing that at a customer's office, it's evolving as well. And what we're trying to do is drive at the forefront of innovation to provide more solutions and better quality for our customers and better agility. So if you think about that customer edge router, applications right now, the way we're looking at it is you may have applications like voice and video at that router, and we want to send them off across, say, MPLS, or legacy applications that really require, they're sensitive to latency or they're sensitive to packet drops, high quality services from that perspective. But the reality is with BYOD these days, you get a lot of network traffic that is of low business criticality. The customers are asking us often to say, well, we don't want to necessarily run it over MPLS, we perhaps want to run it out onto the internet, have a hybrid model. So really what we're trying to do is provide an intelligent hybrid network from that perspective. So if you think about the video and voice and apps, we send them over MPLS. If we think about a backup, perhaps it's not MPLS, perhaps we could use the internet as a backup. And what we do is run a backup in our hybrid VPN options in the BT Connect portfolio. We have options where you run the backup with failover onto the internet with an encrypted tunnel into an SSNG, which is a VPN concentrator and a gateway back onto our MPLS switching fabric. But then what about this internet traffic? If we've got this internet connection, perhaps we don't run it over the MPLS. Perhaps we break it out locally. Yeah? And what we do with that one is we'll break it out locally and point it towards a cloud proxy filter, which is another part of our portfolio, where we can actually ensure that that internet feed is safe and that it is appropriate usage and be able to provide that security and monitoring. But then there's a couple of other things. Mail, perhaps mail, you could run it over MPLS, but depending on the options, perhaps mail, you could send in an encrypted VPN tunnel directly to the data center. Yeah, so that's another group. So what used to be just one pipe now is a much more intelligent approach to the network. And there's a couple of more. Perhaps voice with our BT1 portfolio. There are options to run that over the internet as well. And with cloud providers. They have POPs regionally. Now there's two ways we can approach this. We can provide a really good quality of service for those cloud services, those SaaS services, over the MPLS, and that works in some areas. But there are other areas, options, and finally, in terms of this, is perhaps those cloud services, we can whitelist them and send them directly to a local provider and have that. So all of a sudden, these little boxes that used to be these dumb boxes at the edge have had to become a lot more intelligent and understand the application stack and intelligently route the network.
Colin Bannon, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you.